Okay. Good morning, class. Have you guys recently heard about the two men who sued the ABC show The Bachelor because of its lack of diversity? Well, in 23 seasons of the show's existence, there has never been African American, Latino, or Asian American bachelor. And so these two men are suing the television show and the network in hopes of changing it. Today we're going to discuss three reasons for the lack of diversity in television programming. First, we'll discuss the advertisers' lack of support for diversity in television programming. Second, we'll speak about the television networks dismissing minority viewers. And lastly, we will learn about the writers and producers who create the television shows. Now that we have discussed what we will discuss today, let's start with advertising. The economic driver for broadcast television is advertising. It's what pays the bills. Broadcast television operates in what economics calls a dual market. A dual market is a situation in which a business serves two markets, content consumers and advertisers for our purpose. Television stations want to attract large audiences in hopes of large audiences that watch the shows in hopes of then sell it to their advertisers. However, advertisers have a hard time recognizing the willing power of minority viewers. According to the Los Angeles Times, the root of the problem is this: advertisers' willingness to allocate minority marketing budgets in proportion to viewership ratings. In other words, television stations' economic dependency on advertising revenues results in advertisers exerting an immense influence over every aspect of television.
Okay, let me tell you what you do. You gotta read it.
Thus, them deciding what goes on our television screens. Now that we have talked about advertisers' lack of support for diversity in programming, next we will talk about television networks dismissing minority viewers. The recent creation of the 500-channel universe and the ability of cable has embraced and created many niche markets, for example, Lifetime, TV3, and Spike TV. These channels, based on individual interests, are being used as an excuse for not making shows for people outside the 18 to 49 upper income demographics they traditionally target. In other words, the creation of these different networks and their use targeting people's individual interests lets the big networks off the hook when it comes to creating television shows for minority viewers that are all-inclusive. Individualized networks based on niche interests are separating and helping to segregate the already segregated television shows we are watching by targeting individual interests and not tapping into the more universal and human-like qualities of open super share. Now that we have talked about television networks, minority viewers, we will now learn about the writers and producers who create television shows. According to the New York Times article, No Smooth Ride Television Networks Road to Diversity, when hiring writers to create television shows, Hollywood tended to draw a fair number of aspiring writers and directors from film schools and graduate programs that are themselves not greatly diverse. Recent research has shown that it has been difficult to increase diverse faces we see in television programming because all the upper ranks and executives behind most production television studios lack in diversity. According to a recent research by the Directors Guild of America, when they analyzed more than 3,100 episodes produced in the 2011-2012 network television season and 2011 cable television season from more than 190 scripted television series, they found that the directors who directed most of the episodes were Caucasian males, directing 72% of the television shows. Following them were 13% of minority males, which is a huge difference. 72%, 13%. Following minority males were Caucasian females with 11%, and lastly, with the lowest amount of directed episodes were minority females. Clearly, there's a huge disparity between Caucasian-led episode directing and minority-led episode directing. Now that we have discussed the ever popular The Academy Awards, with its 5,765 members, based on a study conducted by Los Angeles Times, found that 94% in the board were Caucasian. 77% male, 14% younger than 50, and unfortunately, 4% represented minority voters. With Hispanic and African Americans evenly represented their votes at 2% each. Now that we have discussed the writers and producers being hired to create these television shows, let's sum up everything that we have learned today. Today we have discussed 3 reasons why there's lack of diversity in television programming. From the advertisers who have a hard time recognizing the viewing power of minorities, to the creation of new networks with niche markets, and most importantly, the lack of diversity in recently hired writers and producers. They all contribute to the reason why there's a lack of diversity in television programming. In concluding this presentation, I'd like to read a quote by the trailblazing actress Diane Carroll. She says, "The responsibility of that box sitting in our homes is not something that any of us can walk away from. For the young person sitting there, we're hoping to put their thought processes together about many areas of their lives. If we don't accept that, their responsibility is not good. Thank you."